You know, guys, we are living in very interesting times. This is the era of coalition politics. And in the era of coalition politics, one political party can change things drastically. And I guess we, as the people, need to get up to speed and understand that this is the new era of politics. Even political parties need to understand that that era of political parties winning the elections with a clear majority, it is done. Now political parties will have to work together if they want to govern. You remember that 2 weeks ago, the DA's mayor in the city of Tshwane, Silas Brink, was removed through the motion of no confidence. And the motion was mainly supported by ANC, EFF, and ActionSA. So ActionSA, it is a one political party that actually caught everybody off guard, because ActionSA was already a part of a working coalition in the city of Tshwane. And ActionSA already had Dr. Nasipi Moya as the deputy mayor in the city of Tshwane. But ActionSA went ahead to drop out of the working coalition to then working with the ANC and the EFF to remove Silas Brink as the mayor of the city of Tshwane. So a couple of days ago, Helen Zille wrote a letter to Fikile Mbalula and David Makur. The DA Federal Council Chairperson Helen Zille has warned the African National Congress to bring back Silas Brink, or the party won't entertain any talks of ensuring stability in hung metros ahead of the 2026 municipal elections. So it looks like that ultimatum that the DA had sent to the ANC, or that threat from the DA to the ANC, fell on deaf ears, because the ANC went ahead to support ActionSA's candidate in the city of Tshwane. So as we speak, Dr. Nasipi Moya, who was the deputy mayor when Silas Brink was in charge, and the acting mayor of the city of Tshwane after Silas Brink was removed through the motion of no confidence, is now the new executive mayor in the city of Tshwane.
The total votes cast is 208. There were no spoiled ballots. Total valid votes 208. The results: Alderman Silas Brink from the Democratic Alliance, 86 votes. Dr. Hazel Nasipi Moya from ActionSA, 122 votes.
So Silas Brink is removed. Silas Brink will not be the mayor of the city of Tshwane. So when I said one political party can actually change things drastically, because of ActionSA, this working coalition of DA, ActionSA, Freedom Front Plus, ACDP, UDM, and COPE, it is no longer valid. Now we have a new working coalition of ActionSA, ANC, EFF, ATM, COPE, DOP, and the Good Party. This is why I said one political party can actually change things drastically. So I guess time will tell if ActionSA made a good decision to leave this coalition and to form a new working coalition with the ANC, EFF, and ATM. Only time will tell if Herman Mashaba and ActionSA made a correct decision to get rid of this coalition and to form a new coalition. So earlier on, Herman Mashaba, the leader of ActionSA, had a press conference with the Premier of Gauteng, Panyaza Lesufi, and the chairperson of ANC in Gauteng, Panyaza Lesufi, to actually announce that everybody will be rallying behind Dr. Nasipi Moya.
I wanted to find out whether this relationship will extend to other spheres of government. I would really request that the success of negotiations of this nature would really require that we be given space. If I would really request. So I would really request that you really give us the space. Let us deliver Tshwane and ensure that residents of Tshwane get the services that they deserve and turn the city around. Personally, I've looked at the issues Tshwane is facing, and I'm totally convinced under the leadership of Dr. Moya that this city can be turned around. She will be shortly in the coming days be able.
So Heben Mashaba says that under the leadership of Dr. Nasipi Moya, who is now the new executive mayor of the city of Tshwane. So the question comes, will ActionSA be calling the shots in this new coalition? Because if you look here, the ANC has 75 seats, EFF has 23 seats, and ActionSA has 19 seats. So will ActionSA be really calling the shots in the city of Tshwane? And again, I guess one thing that is going to be very interesting is to see how the MECs are going to look like. Because ActionSA, it is a political party that has the least seats compared to EFF and the ANC. So we are yet to see what kind of portfolios that ActionSA is going to get compared with the EFF and the ANC. You can see that the ANC, it is the big brother there with 75 seats. And you have the EFF with 23 seats, and you also have ActionSA with 19 seats. And other political parties that are supporting this coalition is ATM, it's 1 seat, is DOP, I don't know, is DOP, it's 1 seat, it's Good Party, it's 1 seat. So other than ActionSA, all of these political parties that are supporting the new coalition are sitting on 1 seat. So it's going to be very interesting to see what kind of portfolios that ActionSA is going to get, EFF is going to get, and ANC is going to get. So will ActionSA be the one that is calling the shots, or ActionSA is only put there as a front? Only time will tell.
Totally convinced under the leadership of Dr. Moya that this city can be turned around. She will be shortly in the coming days be able to unpack what are the issues, so that when you hold the accountable, hold on facts, not on headline news. Not on headline news, on real issue. So this city can really be turned around, and the beauty about it is that with the ANC as the lead party in these negotiations, in this relationship, very supportive from national, provincial, and regional structures here in Tshwane. We can only, as ActionSA, give that commitment. And I think our colleagues from the EFF, I've got personal experience working with them. So I think this is really a walk in the park as far as I'm concerned.
Man, you know, it is true when they say there are no permanent enemies or foes in politics. It is true. There are no permanent foes or enemies in politics. All political parties that said they will not work with the ANC, it is the worst, terrible political party to ever exist, are now working with the ANC. And we as the people, we are just sitting there and watching everything unfold. It's truly fascinating, man. It's truly fascinating how political parties are going from this person is corrupt, I will never align myself with this person, to saying no, I am going to work with this person. So what's going to be very interesting to see is how these political parties are going to campaign in 2026. I remember we were having the same conversation with my friend the other day. I said, man, how is the DA going to campaign in 2026? Because we know that they actually made very valid points about how corrupt the ANC is and how the ANC should not be voted. The people of this country, they deserve a better government. But after that, the DA formed the government of national unity with the same ANC. Now you have ActionSA that was saying the same things, that no, the ANC, it is the worst. The ANC, it is a terrible political party. But now ActionSA is kissing the feet of ANC. So I'm going to it's going to be very interesting to see how these political parties are going to campaign in 2026. Are they now going to tell the voters that, guys, the ANC, it is a terrible political party, or how are they going to actually put out their campaign messaging to the people? Because most of the people that voted for these political parties, they voted for these political parties knowing that these political parties hate the ANC. Now that they are working with the ANC, I don't know how they are going to campaign in 2026.
Thank you so much. I think give us the space on the future. And I'm sure all of you are aware, I've got an experience of running a coalition coming from the business sector. When I took over the job, I had no idea what the mayor does at the time. And I was given the responsibility to run a municipality with the dependence of the EFF at the time, because we needed the EFF to really be able to pass the reports in council. And I can assure you, and I'm on record when I had a press conference when I resigned, that in the 3 years as a mayor, I'm on record on that the EFF were the most supportive of all the parties in the coalition arrangement that I had. In the 3 years I operated with the EFF, not a single EFF senior official or the leader, and I had numerous engagements with them in that regard, never came to my house or in any of the discussions talked to us about tenders or any issue related to corruption. That I'm on record on that. I don't know if EFF can contradict us. But I can't say the same thing about the parties that went on this massive campaign to discredit us, that our involvement with the EFF is a doomsday coalition. I can assure you, since...
No, they didn't say you and the EFF are doomsday coalition. They said MK party and the EFF are doomsday coalition. Not you, man. It had nothing to do with you, man. You know, when they were campaigning, when the DA was campaigning about the doomsday coalition, that they have to stop the ANC from getting into the doomsday coalition, they were talking about ANC working with the MK party and the EFF. It had nothing, absolutely nothing to do with the ActionSA.
Since 2016, working with other parties on a coalition basis, I've never found parties that are willing to listen with the interest of South Africa at heart, because that is the position of ActionSA. What we are doing, we're doing it for people of Tshwane, we're doing it for South Africa, we're doing it for our communities in the townships, informal settlements, for them to really be able to access services of government that they deserve. But that does not really mean that we are going to ignore other communities. Negotiations actually with a huge public attack and insults against us. But I'm really glad that last night we triumphed as people of South Africa. I think the Premier and we were the two most attacked individuals. But I think...
Man, do you like just see like Lesotho and Dunga here, man? They are just looking at him and Mashawa like, we gave you the mayorship, but you won't really be calling any shots because we have more people in the seats. So you can go ahead and celebrate the fact that one of your own is now the new mayor in the city of Tshwane. But truth of the matter is that you won't be calling any shots, guys. You are going to see, when the portfolios are actually allocated, that the political party with the least seats, it is the one that actually gets, I don't want to say useless, but it is the one that actually gets useless portfolios. So we are going to see how everything is going to pan out, because I don't think ANC is going to allow ActionSA or the EFF to have maybe like finance. No, the finance will go straight to the ANC, despite the ANC not having a mayor.
We kept our cool. We did not allow the insults and the divisions which were directed us to to distract us from what we already wanted to achieve. And I'm sure all of you are aware, I've got an experience of running a coalition coming from the business sector. When I took over the job, I had no idea what the mayor does at the time. And I was given the responsibility to run a municipality with the dependence of the EFF at the time, because we needed the EFF to really be able to do, to be able to pass the reports in council. And I can assure you, and I'm on record when I had a press conference when I resigned, that in the 3 years as a mayor, 3 years as a mayor, I'm on record on that, that the EFF were the most supportive of all the parties in the coalition arrangement that I had.
Yeah, go ahead, go off, Eben Mashaba. Go off, Eben Mashaba. Only time will tell if ActionSA made a correct decision. Only time will tell, I guess, if you made the right decision by deciding to get into bed with the ANC and the EFF. Only time will tell. So, guys, I don't know. What do you think about the situation in the city of Tshwane? Do you think that ActionSA is going to do a stellar job, or do you think that the ANC is simply going to be there as the puppet masters because they are the ones that actually has the most seats? So it's going to be very interesting again to see how everything is going to pan out in the city of Tshwane. So as we speak, Dr. Nasipi Moya is now the new executive mayor in the city of Tshwane. Guys, please tell me what you think on the comment section. Don't forget to hit that like button, and the most important part, subscribe.